Day two of the show is a barn burner, and upsets all across the top 25 are threatening to shake things up once again. Cascade Hoops Talk starts right now. Hey, the majority of the action today that everybody's talking about was down there in Tennessee. Ken French is the director of the show down there in Kingsport, Tennessee. So as you can see there was 14 games. 11 of them were men's games, kind of two courts, barely keep up on YouTube. We're going to talk to Ken French, and we're going to go through the action real quickly here because there was a lot of top 25 teams and actions. One of the late games tonight, Georgetown, they defeated Tennessee Wesleyan. This is a game that was never in doubt. Georgetown took control early and, just hung on to it. Tennessee Wesleyan was playing catch up the whole game. Javion Spikes, he had 16 points, 3 rebounds. Darian Lewis, 17 points, 5 rebounds. So the Tigers now, they go to 10-1. And they're going to play St. Francis today at the show. I think that'll be a good game. Freed Hardeman, they played at the show today as well. They defeated IU East 82-62. This was a close game at halftime, and Freed Hardeman was able to stretch it out and take control in the second half. Jordan Stevens, he had 15 points, 3 rebounds, and Peyton the Law, he had 20 points, 8 rebounds. So they go to 10-1 as well, and they're going to play Reinhardt today in the show as well. The University of the Cumberlands, they had a bad weekend at the show. They fell yesterday to Ave Maria, and today to Ave Maria, yesterday to Northwestern. They lost today 105-103. They got into a foot race with the Gyrenes. It's exactly what Ave Maria wanted, and they were able to knock off the number 9 Patriots. For Ave Maria, Jack Watkins, 25 points, 4 rebounds. Miles Montecourt, 19 points, 4 rebounds. So University of Cumberlands, they go to 9-2, and they next play at Dalton State on Saturday. Northwestern, they continue to roll. They beat Bluefield. This is a game never in doubt from the tip. Alex Van Kalsbeek had an unbelievable game, 28 points, 16 rebounds, and he only played 28 minutes. He's just so dominant. The freshman there, Jalen Langsey, 14 points, 4 rebounds. I'll say it again. I said it last night. Those two freshmen, Langsey and then Jesse Van Kalsbeek, have been so important, so key to Northwestern's early success. So they go to 9-0, and they travel to Waldorf on Saturday. That's a league game. That's a GPAC game. They're number 8 in the country right now. They look really good. University of Mobile was upset as well. They fell to CIU. CIU had a really good weekend. I'm trying to remember. I think they're 9-1 now, or 10-1 out of the Appalachian. You're going to hear me talk to Ken French about this. But they defeated Mobile 82-74. For CIU, Christian Howard, 22 points, 6 rebounds. Johnny Wysong, 13 points, 4 rebounds. 13 points, 6 rebounds. Why couldn't I have a name like that? Johnny Wysong. Bill. Johnny Wysong. Bill. I vote for Johnny Wysong. So they go to 7-2, and they're going to play at Blue Mountain on Thursday. So some other games, not in the top 25 at the show. Union, they beat Oakland City this morning, 86-79. Oh, I got to be able to do that faster. This was a great game. This was one of the early games. Campbellsville and Kokomo, right down at the end. I don't remember the sequence, but Campbellsville hit a big three to tie it, or no, to go ahead, and Kokomo hit a big three to tie it, and it was just one big shot after the other, and it looked like for sure whoever had the last possession was going to win the game. But Campbellsville got the last possession, and the final three bounced off. But great basketball game. I mean, hats off to both those teams. That was a good game. Also, Cumberland from Tennessee, they got the win over Reinhardt, 88-78. Demarius Boyd, 25 points, 6 rebounds. Kai Wallace, 18 points. Good win for Cumberland. Also, St. Thomas, they had a really good weekend at the show. Their offense is just cooking, man. They downed Shawnee State. Esteban Luberes, 20 points, 3 rebounds. Colin Nutter, 16 points, 10 rebounds for a cool double-double. St. Thomas won that game 79-59. And then one other one at the show that we want to talk about, Life. They got a rebound win. They fell yesterday to Ave Maria. Today they defeated Milligan 80-65. Cortez Johnson, 25 points, 9 rebounds. Dara Olanade, 14 points, 6 rebounds. So there's a limited schedule. There's only 7 games there tomorrow. But we talked to Ken French tonight when the last game wrapped up. Let's take a listen. Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. I got Ken French back over at the show. First question I have for you is, how in the world did you manage today? I was trying to keep up, just looking at the YouTube and putting out tweets, and I couldn't keep up. How do you keep up there?
It's tough. You have I've got a really good staff.
Yeah.
My assistants help me out a great deal. The staff here at Visit Kingsport does a phenomenal job, and then just the all those people behind the scenes, they keep everything running and that kind of stuff. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm tired.
I can imagine.
and it's a lot of basketball in one day.
It is,
and it's been a lot of good basketball today.
Yeah, and everybody needs to understand. I think most people do. It's 2 courts. There it's a resort, right? There's 2 courts there.
Yes.
And I think there was 14 games, if my count was right, today.
Yes, 14 games today.
Yeah, and several upsets happened at the show, which we never want anybody to lose. But CIU. Remember, we talked about them yesterday. That was a big win for them. They beat Mobile. Cumberland's fell again. They're never coming back, Coach. But a couple of big winners, I should let you talk, but a couple of big winners I thought today were obviously Northwestern, which my question to myself was, well, can they do this 2 days in a row, was answered very quickly. And Georgetown looked really good tonight as well. What were some of your thoughts?
Same thing. We had some really competitive games, and then we had a couple that were blowouts, but they were that way because those teams are that good.
Yeah.
And there were I've got to be honest, if you look at it from a league perspective, the Appalachian League has represented themselves very well.
Oh, absolutely.
And I say that with a lot of respect. I say that because they're a league that nationally maybe doesn't get a lot of recognition, but I thought, from a league perspective today, outside of the known, the ones that we knew, the Appalachian League and the Sun Conference teams, they've played well.
Yeah, I thought St. Thomas had a great 2 days. Pikeville's win over St. Francis today, I thought that was a signature win. Ty Compton's done a great job there. We could really go on and we're going to miss somebody, right? But I think that, the other thing, just switching gears for a second, I was talking to a friend of mine, and the quality of the refereeing has been extremely high. How did you accomplish that? Because you have so many games and you need so many referees, and it seems really good.
It's been good. I think it is. It's unique because of the format and the setup. We've got crews that work together, and they come down here and they'll actually do like 4 games. They'll do maybe a game on Friday, 2 today, and then maybe one on Sunday. And that crew will get 4 games in this weekend, in a 3-day period. And Bo Borowski is our supervisor of officials for the River States Conference,
Mm-hmm.
and he also does the Crossroads League. But he does the men's officials for our event, and he assigns them and he gets them, and he actually communicates with other assigners, and he'll get some that are outside of our league, and it's hard work for them too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just want to say hats off to him then, because I think they've done an excellent job of letting the guys play, but keeping the game under control, which is not easy, right? That's an art, to let the game
No,
be a little
and
rough, and yeah.
it's not easy, especially when you've got the talent that we've got in the show, and some of the matchups, and the size. I tell you what, the size has been impressive of some of these teams, and then the ones that maybe don't have that size, they're very, very athletic, and they make it difficult because of how they drive the ball to the rim and play in transition. And just like coaches, I think officials have to adapt to the style of play,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to see a variety of styles of play, down here, and you're going to see it every game. Every game it changes.
So there's what is there, 4 or 5 games tomorrow? 6? Oh, I have to look. There's just a
Um,
few though, right?
yeah, tomorrow we have 6
7.
men's games and 1 women's game. So we got 7 total games, 6 men.
Wow. Well, it's going to be good basketball, but I bet you're going to kind of be glad when whatever it is, 6 o'clock, whatever tomorrow night comes along.
Yeah, when it's about 6:15, I'll be happy. And we've got we've got a long drive home, but for me, I will rest on Monday. That's for sure.
Before I let you go, you got to give a shout out. SESN, the people that have been carrying it. Wow, what a treat for NAI fans. No paywall. You can pull it up on YouTube, get on your computer. You can kind of toggle back and forth. Great announcers on both sides. Wow, just giving them a shout out.
They've done a great job. It's the first time we've used them, and I think we'll continue to use them. And I think almost every year we've had some type of internet issues, and knock on wood, this year hasn't been perfect, but it seems to have gone better than it has in the past.
Yeah.
But that's a task in itself, of being able to do that and broadcast the games and everything. And I think it's important, especially this day and age, and the technology that we have available to us. We have to have that platform. We've got to be able to utilize that stage for this event and NAIA basketball.
So tomorrow, you're going to play Campbellsville. You're going to be tied up a little bit. Fans have another chance to see Freed Hardeman over in Conference Room B around 12:45, and then Georgetown is going to take on St. Francis at 2:30, which has potential of being a pretty good game.
It does. We've got some good matchups, I think, tomorrow. I starts off the day with UPike and IU Kokomo,
Yeah.
and Union and IU East. So we've got 2 Appalachian teams going against 2 River States teams. So I think both of those games have the potential to be good games.
Absolutely.
And then, the nightcap will be, or the last game of the entire event will be Cumberland, Tennessee, and Tennessee Wesleyan. So we still got some good matchups to go, and still got some good teams. I think you are correct. And, Reinhardt, the way that they play hard.
Mm-hmm.
And they play a style that it's hard to prepare for, especially in one-day turnaround that Freed has. That'll be an interesting game, and Freed's good. So I think that Freed, Reinhardt, and Georgetown St. Francis, those have the 2 marquee teams. Let's don't kid ourselves.
Right.
I understand that, but it's just been a great event. I can't compliment just how smoothly things have gone so far. And it's just all the coaches coach, great event. We want to come back. I'm sure we'll have a waiting list again, and hopefully it'll continue to grow and get better.
Well, tomorrow, I think you should probably get on the road as quick as you can, but sometime in the next 6 to 10 days, I want to get you back on. Maybe we can do 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Maybe we talk some Oklahoma City basketball and also talk about the show and what some future plans and what you'd like to do with it.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Anything to promote, not just NAI basketball, but the show in Oakland City. I'm game for.
You're all in.
I'm all in.
There you go. Well, I heard somewhere NAI basketball was the best entertainment value in America. So you're proving it down there at the show.
I would agree. It's like the national tournament. You can sit there and watch all those games,
Absolutely.
Especially when it used to be the 32 team format. But it's unique. We've got our own niche, and it's you get to see so many different styles. Let's take, for example, the three best teams here: Northwestern, Georgetown, and Freed, and not necessarily in that order. And that doesn't take anything away, because we got several top 20, top 25 teams here. But, even in those three teams alone, different philosophies, different approaches, different styles of play, and they're all right. They're all doing it right,
Yes.
And they're all being successful.
Well, Ken, thank you for putting on such a great show. I look forward to talking to you in the next week or so. We'll set that up. And everybody, you need to tune in tomorrow. Like Ken said, that U Pike, IU Kokomo, two great coaches right there. And then Union and IU East, two historically powerful programs to start out the day, and it'll just get better from there.
We hope so. I appreciate you guys, covering us, and we appreciate everything that you guys do, and for NAI basketball, for our event. But just, it's great to have people that care about our game, as much as we do as coaches.
Well, thank you, Ken. That's Ken French. He's the head men's basketball coach at Oklahoma City, but this week he's primarily wearing the tournament director hat. Thank you, Ken, for the time, and thank you for what you did this week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot to Ken French. I just can't imagine how tough that is, all those games. I've been around tournaments where there's 4 teams, and that's pretty tough. So anyway, thanks a lot, Ken, and we'll get him on the next week. We'll talk a little bit deeper with him about Oklahoma City and about the show. There's the schedule for tomorrow. There it is. I think you know what that is by now. Also, go to SESN. What I did on my YouTube, I just went up, I typed SESN, and then down in the little search area, it came up. It's free. It's simple. You can toggle back and forth on your computer and watch both games. Another top 25 game tonight, number 10, Central Baptist. They got upset. They got beat by Philander Smith at Conway, at Central Baptist. Surprised me a little bit. 91-84 was the final in this game. Raymond Pence for Philander Smith. He had 22 points, 16 rebounds, a big boy double-double. Amori Womack, 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. So Central Baptist, don't count him out. Coach Conkey, he's a pretty tough dude. They'll come back from this loss. It'll probably make them better. But they're 8-2, and they're going to travel to Missouri Baptist next Saturday. Baker, late game last night, they beat Mid-American Nazarene 84-72. Baker only has that one blemish on their record down there in Florida. They're 9-1. They look really good. Ty Henry last night, 19.6 rebounds, and Ahmed Magoob, he had 16 points. Baker is going to go to Central Methodist on Wednesday. Well, that's what I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoy your Sunday morning, and I will do an abbreviated show Monday morning. There's not a lot of games tomorrow, mostly the show, but we'll still catch you up. It'll just be an abbreviated version. Thank you for everybody who's followed me this weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your family. And don't forget to take them to an NAI game, because it is the best entertainment value in America. Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAI school, because NAI basketball is the best entertainment value in America.